What's up? My name is Justin Briggs. What made me choose media and communications that I always had a I had an interest in sports. Obviously, I'm a big football fan, a big football guy, and I always was fascinated reading those stories. I was fascinated listening to commentators during the games. So I figured that being in the sports media industry would definitely be something of interest. Like after I was finished playing sports, whenever that was, but whenever I'm finished playing sports, I thought that being in the sports media industry would definitely be the best interest, and that's why I chose media communications. It's directly related to that. So when I first came here to play football, it was definitely a culture shock, as I'm sure it is for a lot of people. You go from being the man back at home in high school, and everybody kind of looks up to you, and now you come into college, and everybody was the man where they were, and you're kind of back to square one. So it was definitely tough. Took a little bit for me to find my way, find my role on the team, but now as a senior, and we've seen so much success through the years. I've been around so many guys, so many good influences, good leaders, and now just being a senior, knowing my role, buying into the role, and seeing us be successful, trying to do something that's never been done here before. It's definitely been a good ride, and it's definitely been a good experience being a part of such a special program. So getting involved with the Black Student Union, I want to say it started around my sophomore year. I heard they had one on campus, and a little something about Del Val is that a lot of students here will point out that they see that it lacks diversity. Um, so, you know, I could see that myself, and then hearing about it in my sophomore year, I was like, yeah, that's definitely something I would like to be a part of. I would definitely like to just be a voice on campus, just be a voice for the minorities on campus. So I started off on that. I was in the club for a little bit, and my senior year, going into my senior year, well, last year, I was elected president. I got to take over the club, and it's cool to be able to bring students of color together, and not even just students of color, just students of like mind, just allies, students of color, everybody that's kind of for the cause, and it's makes people feel comfortable. And I've had people come up to me and say, listen, man, like hearing that there's a Black Student Union, like I felt so at a place on campus, but now I feel like I belong somewhere, and I feel like I'm around people that are like me, around people that I feel comfortable with. And it's like hearing things like that makes me love like my role in that club, like in this club. It definitely just, I love knowing that I made a difference, especially to people that I consider to be in the same blood as me. Like definitely ooh, you can cut that. It definitely makes me feel good to just know that I'm making a difference for people, that was once like me, that was trying to find a way to fit in, and they have that now. So what's next? I mean, that's a difficult question. Like, yeah, I mentioned before, I want to get into sports media. Um, I'm applying to jobs that have to do, that are in the field, whether it's social media, whether it's video, whether it's just being behind the scenes, and trying to work my way up into something bigger. The end goal is I definitely either want to be a sports writer, or I want to be like a commentator or an analyst, something along the lines where I can utilize my knowledge of the game to help other people understand it. And I think that's my main goal in being in this field, is like I know I have a good knowledge of the game, and I want to be able to help other people understand the game better. So it makes their viewing experience just better as a whole. Like, looking up to these people when I was a kid, it made it better for me. So I just want to be able to repay that, little kid looking up to these athletes. I want to be able to do that for somebody as well.